The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Miss Kren's Valley. We are short one player today, but that's all right. When we last left off, the group met the abbot, which was an interesting character who runs the Abbey of St. Markovia up at the very top of the village of Krezik. They were able to convince him quite easily, actually, to resurrect the Burgomaster's son who was deceased a few days ago. And he seemed to do it almost effortlessly, just with the touch. And an hour of casting time. But then, after that, he warned about Saxton having a curse on them, but sometimes it's called a blessing of Kren. And that they will turn into a beast tonight when the full moon rises. Though it is not able to be seen in this realm, it still functions the same nonetheless. And the abbot has welcomed all of you as guests to the abbey. And I think that's where you left off. I think you guys were just about to go back up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bit of a hike back up, but with Nym's background, it doesn't take as long. And Saxton, on your way up, you're getting like really worked up. Like you feel like you know. Do you know what a runner's high is? You kind of feel that coming on. Very energized, and you're not sure why. You're practically just kind of like sprinting in place if you guys aren't moving. In terms of the
I haven't warmed up my fence.
Yeah. And that lasts for like maybe a minute, and then it fades. And then a few minutes later, it happens again, and it lasts a little longer, and then it fades. And by the time you all are up at the abbey, it is starting to get dark.
Okay, so we have to make a plan. What do we know about the blessing?
Is
the abbot coming with us? $16.
14.
Even with my negative, I got a 18.
Okay, wow.
9, come on.
I've got a -1.
You all passed in one way or another, surprisingly, and you know that in the Humblewood campaign setting, we're not going to call it lycanthropy, but that's what this is. Mechanically, it's lycanthropy. Full moon, you turn into a beast, but the curse is not a disease, so it can't be cured by a disease means. Creatures that turn into these beasts, when they are fully realized and they fully embraced it, is when they're the most powerful in those forms. They're immune to most weaponry, unless the weapons are silvered. Or if you use magic on them. Magic seems to work as well. Or, if you have a torch, if you have nothing else, a torch will at least do some damage.
Yeah.
Curse is transferred via bite, and it's called Kren's Blessing by the Vulpin warlocks and priests that worship her. And she is the deity of slying, cunning, and the shadows, but she's also the deity of primal regression, where folk will revert back to what she believes are their truer selves, functioning more on your instincts, more than on cognitive brain functions. I believe that survival, the strongest survive and the weak perish underneath them. Those kind of things. You all know of her stuff more on the trickster side. Illusionary magics, shadow magics are usually used by worshippers of Kren, but you've heard of in like myths and legends of folk that have fallen under this blessing, and some of them embrace it, and it's a blessing, and those that do not, it is a curse that they cannot rid themselves of.
Do we know if it's controllable, like at some point, or like you can have some self-control?
Wait, Hemlock got the highest Arcana, right? 18? Or was that you?
No,
No,
Saxton.
Saxton got the highest.
Yeah, I know, right?
You've heard of actually some a monastery that worships Kren that have fully embraced it, and they use the blessings to their own advantage. But they are infamous, and they're thought to have been wiped out a long time ago by the Birdfolk Council because of how dangerous they were. They would go town to town and just murder people because they thought it was fun. So, yeah. You all reach the Abbey, and when you're up there, the abbot himself comes out and says, I see that you want to be guests here.
We would really appreciate if we could stay one or a couple days. Night, sorry.
Didn't he like walk away from us when we were heading back up, and then he walked away, or is that just a continuity?
He walked away from you guys immediately after resurrecting the boy, and you guys were behind, essentially. So he got here before you did.
Okay.
And he says, I do have some beds upstairs. I believe I do have one other guest here. I believe she went by the name Esmeralda. She seemed to be one that hunts monsters. Maybe she could be of help with your blessing, looking at Saxton. If you need a secure place, I'm sure I can find a spot in one of the cages for you.
That would be really, really nice. If Saxon decides to embrace it.
Just know that if you attack me in any way, regardless of free will, I will smite you. Looks right at Saxton.
Oh.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been smote.
I mean, I'm sure we won't reach
My
that.
offer still stands. I can cure you of this blessing right now.
We should talk to Esmeralda, did you say it was? And then we'll get back to you. Because after all, this is Saxton's decision.
Of course. Claven will show you to your beds. And then that...
You had...
The weird... They're called mongrel folk. The ones with all the different animal parts on them. The weird one that had two heads just like comes up from behind him and is just like hobbling over to you. The little head on the side is kind of like... when it like opens its mouth a little bit and it doesn't talk. It makes a hiss noise and you see a forked tongue go... and go back in. And he goes, oh, okay, I'll show them to their rooms. Follow me. He starts hobbling that way.
Okay.
Well, at least we don't have to walk that way.
And he leads you back out to the courtyard that you guys were at before where the well was. Go the same direction of the the building that you saw was like the dining hall, and there were two sets of stairs, one that went up and one went down. And he takes you to the set of stairs that goes up. And as you go upstairs, you see bunk beds throughout this room. Quite a few of them have disintegrated with age, and they lie in heaps along the walls. So there appears to be about 3 of them that seem to still be of order. And it's a 30-foot square room. And in here, you see where the beds used to be, a bunch of, just like a backpack and a bedroll, and a bunch of other knickknacks and stuff. A bunch of little like tiny stick effigies that have been nailed onto the walls. A line of salt you noticed was at the stairway as you all came in. And inside here you see one of these, one of the Vistani, a Servian, the goat Servian female, and you notice that one of her hooves, her left leg, is a prosthetic. And she has a red bandana on, a red trench coat, and you can see at her side she has a sword, a longsword sheathed, and on the belt loop she has a hand axe. And she says, "Oh, don't mess with the salt." And then as you all didn't notice in time, you messed with some of the salt, and she like moves it back.
No,
I'm
that's for
sorry.
the ghost.
Sure, there's tastier things to eat than floorboards.
She looks at you all suspiciously. And she doesn't get very close to you at first. And you see her, she has like a bowl of water. Or not a bowl, she has a water skin. That makes more sense. And she pours some on her hand. And she seems to go wash her hands, and she looks at you all suspiciously. And then she flicks the water on all of you. Okay, you're not the vampires. But why are you here?
Oh,
I think that's the first shower we've had in days.
oh shit!
I can
that's true.
smell.
Yay. Hi, you must be Esmeralda?
But Abbott is too open with names. I should have gave him an alias. Yes.
Hi, I'm sorry. I am
And who are you?
Hemlock.
Hemlock.
I am Hemlock. And this is Tim-Tam. And this is Saxton. And that's Nyhm.
Hiya there, don't you know? I'm Nyhm.
No. You would be so mad.
For those that don't know, on this channel, anytime I have to roleplay someone else's character when they're away, I give them a Minnesotan accent. Just to make it very clear that it's not in character.
Oh, yeah, sure. Would you like to see this wood chipper out back, eh?
I got mad hops, don't you know? Anyway, so, Sage's gonna kill me later. Esmeralda sees that you all are not of threatening demeanor, and she says, "Oh, excuse me, kitty cat. Well, the abbot would have sent you up here for a reason. Why do you all being guests here?"
Well, do you want to tell?
Let me guess.
I look at Saxton.
You're trying to stay away from somebody. Kresik's pretty far out there.
Well, a few days ago, I got nibbled on by a werewolf, and apparently they think I'm going to turn tonight.
Did you say a werewolf?
I don't believe I stuttered, but yes.
Oh, well, that explains the fur. And that's when you all notice that little bits between the feathers, He's actually shedding a little bit of fur.
Thought that was my down, but okay.
Really gross, actually.
Are we going to point fingers at mangled fur right now?
I'm sorry. Okay.
Tonight's a full moon, so we don't have much time.
Yeah, the abbot downstairs said he thinks he could remove it, but I think I'm strong enough that it could become something to use against Strahd and his unmarried men.
You're mad. You should get it removed immediately. It'll do you more harm than good.
I've been called worse.
You'll be called even worse after what you do tonight.
So in your experience,
Exactly, random kitty cat in the room.
what will happen? I mean, there's a way that he can like control it and be himself ever again after tonight.
It's rare. And it's usually not something you can control on the full moon, especially on the first turn.
Well, to be fair, I was planning to like cage him for the whole night tonight and then deal with that from that on.
I do know of a specific ritual that I could do that could keep him warded in a way.
Is it dangerous for anyone in here? I mean, like in the abbey for the innocent.
Not as long as the circle is kept intact.
Shadowing.
Okay, so what does it consist on?
I can do that for you, but you'll have to owe me a favor in return.
Right, who do you need killed?
The vampire that rules these lands. My former master was a vampire hunter. He taught me everything I know, and he's currently searching for this one called Strahd Zarovich.
Good news! He's on our to-do list.
Funny enough, yeah, it's like second on our list. Well, technically fourth, because we have 3 hags on top 1 right now.
We've got a long to-do list.
Well, I can reward you and make sure that you do not harm anybody while you're in your carnal state.
I like that.
But in return, you'll have to serve as distractions for when he arrives here.
Wait, he's coming here?
The abbot said he's be coming soon to check on his bride.
But the bride's not
That's
finished.
why I'm here.
The bride, the one that the abbot's making?
Yes.
But
I
his
understand.
face.
I understand you all not taking up his offer. He is quite mad.
How mad would you say?
Enough that he's practicing foul black arts. Taking dead bodies and sewing them together and reanimating them. That's not something I could think of any priest doing. At least one that supposedly worships the dawn.
Desperate time. At least it's not. Well, I don't know.
You know, that's what I thought. I thought that's kind of weird for a priest to be doing that. And then my friend a few minutes ago was like, "No, he hasn't done anything wrong." And I was like, "Yeah, probably overreacting." But now that you say it and put that out there, I'm kind of like,
Also created all these abominations downstairs in this madhouse. You know they steal
I was
bodies.
just thinking to myself.
So, I mean, as long as I know there was consent on those people, they will know where they were getting into. The corpses I admit is shady, but the goal is to free everyone. I think everyone would give their body here to see Strahd dead. So every single soul that has died here, since this realm was born, is free at once. And I'm not promoting necromancy, don't get me wrong. But you know,
Think about it, mates. We do this, and we help give Strahd the perfect wedding gift.
Yeah. We're not dressing you in bride werewolf. No, that's not happening. Or is it? No, it's not.
It's a long way down, Tim-Tam.
Don't
Just remember.
try to confuse me, Saxton. Okay, let's do the circle thing. First things first. We owe you one, and we will deal with him when he comes here.
She puts out a hand, and you notice that she's wearing leather gloves.
Wait.
She takes her
Wait a
hand
second.
back and looks at Hemlock.
What is your plan? Since you said that we would be the ones who are distracting him, so what is your plan?
When he arrives to check on the bride, I have magics that can make myself invisible. I plan on when he gets here to get him off his guard, not in his castle, away from his allies. That seems to be his greatest strength. When he's alone is when he's the weakest. Exactly, random cat.
I still don't know how, if your plan fails, because it's Strahd and we've come across him a few times and we haven't really been able to do anything because he always has the upper hand.
You've fought him before.
And
twice? 3 times?
Yeah.
What kind of tactics does he use? Does he try to grab the weakest one and try to bite them and turn them?
So he bit
As she
me.
leans forward and looks very inquisitive.
He's very pompous.
These are questions we can ask later. So you're fine with being restrained at least for the night, Mr. Wolf. Owl. Man.
Again, not the worst sleep I've ever had, but yes.
All right. Then sit there.
Kinky.
Points at an empty spot in the room. And she gets into her stuff and she's starting to jumble through things. And she pulls out a pouch and she starts emptying it around. It makes a perfect 10-foot diameter circle around you. And as she's doing that, she's doing little chants and stuff. And the contents of it, you notice, is a mix between some like leaves, so some kind of dried herbs of some kind. To everybody else, you don't smell anything. Saxton, it smells awful. And powdered silver and salt. Salt more is like the base, and like everything else is in there. And makes
Expensive.
a circle around you. And it seems to glow a bit, and after... How long does it take to cast the spell? Let me double check. After only a minute of slowly pouring it out and setting it up, the circle is done. And she says, now as long as the circle isn't broken, you cannot leave there, no matter what.
Wait, that's it?
That's it.
No
So,
chain?
Shout.
Yes. Go ahead, try.
I'll just reach out and see how far my hand
The
gets
second
through.
the second you even try to reach out, your hand doesn't even get past what it seems almost like an invisible wall. You don't feel anything tangibly touching your hand, but it just seems like your body is acting against you, and it just doesn't go past that barrier. It's a special form of a magic circle that my master had crafted specifically for those that are blessed by Kren.
Okay, so let's say
Normally it only works
vampire.
for demons and such.
could a vampire cross it?
This one, yes.
Okay, so we have to be careful. Nobody touches anything.
So, now that we're all situated, she takes a seat near the stairs so she can keep an ear on what's going on down below, and she asks you all, so how's your how's your encounters with Strahd? How did they go? And she gets into a big detail about wanting to know your guys' battle strategy and his battle strategy. And she finds your amulet very interesting and the fact that it made him yield so much.
I've punched him in the face several times.
And it worked?
It pissed him off. Made me happy.
Yeah, so Lou, we've never been able to be the aggressors. We've always been stalked by him. So we've always been a disadvantage, I guess.
Vampires are natural predators to us folk. So that is understandable. He seems much more powerful than the average vampire, though. Thinking he might be the first in the wood.
So is there a bedroll inside this circle?
At least that's what my master believed. So, a few hours go by. If you guys need short rest, you can have short rests. I think you guys are fine, though. Do you do anything while waiting, besides a little bit of chit-chat?
I'd spread out on the floor and bring my hat over my eyes and take a little nap.
You find that you can't sleep. You try to sleep, but you seem restless.
You're too pumped.
You're not as hyper as you were when you're coming up here, but there's just this constant, I guess, maybe almost like anxiety. No, adrenaline. Constant adrenaline going through your veins.
Hey, Tim-Tam, think you can make a fan?
A fan? Yeah, sure, I can.
Some nice white noise, nice cool breeze.
I mean, does fan exist? If it's a tool, I can make it.
So, Gypsy Lady, how long does this usually take?
Till sunrise. When you turn back.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about the whole changey thing.
Well, it's hard to tell since no full moon is visible here. But judging by the astral calendar that I have, she pulls out a book that's like a farmer's almanac. There should be a full moon tonight. And it is then, Saxton, that everything blacks out for you. When I say blackout, I mean like suddenly like the room seems to be vibrating and your vision just seems to turn more and more red and you lose consciousness. For everybody else, Saxton immediately gets up and starts acting like they're having a heart attack. They're like grabbing their chest and stuff. And all this. And then that's when you see Saxton's feathers start to molt off very quickly.
Oh no.
Oh, that's gonna be ugly.
Saxton then gets down on all fours, hands go on the ground. You notice the talons and long gait and fur starts to grow over top of the skin, and it just scratches on the floor. You hear cracking and popping as bones and muscles are forcibly shaped into a completely different form. Under Saxton's head pops up, eyes bloodshot, and slowly turn into canine-like eyes as they goes to open his mouth and scream, and instead of a scream, it transitions to a howl as the beak itself seems to rot away and dissipate, and underneath it, a muzzle comes out.
Okay, because I was gonna say a pig with teeth. We're entering the Goose territory, and that's terrifying.
This is a bad idea to ask this question, but like, do I think that after he
And whoever's closest, I think Tim-Tam would probably be the closest one.
Oh yeah,
Saxton
I have my
growls at you and snarling her teeth. Looks like a Vulpin, but bigger and stronger. Black
We're
fur.
here for you, dude.
You say that?
black fur.
Yes. You say that, and Saxton tries to lunge at you and seems to like hit a wall, essentially. And then you hear like a yipe and gets up and starts trying to like get to you and just fighting it as much as they can. But no matter what they do, no matter how much they thrash, they never actually make contact with the line of the circle at all.
I hate this.
Looks at you with bloodshot, murderous eyes. And it is not the person that you know.
Oh no, you're somewhere.
At this point, Esmeralda's drawn her sword, but she's not advancing towards him, just as a precaution.
So we would know he doesn't have complete control, like he thought he was
Yeah,
going
you don't
to have,
need
right?
you do not need insight. This is not Saxton anymore.
I'll turn to Esmeralda. Whatever happens tomorrow, he will be himself back, right? By the daylight.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's up to him. Meanwhile, Saxton, when your vision blacks out, you wake up and you're in the middle of the woods. The vegetation and trees are so tall and so populous that whatever sunlight that could be coming through, whatever skyline, is not there. You seem to be in constant shadow. But you're able to see just fine with your dark vision. Wind blows through, the grass is tall.
Hello.
You say that, and all the wind and all the plants stop moving, and it's silent.
Well, that's not concerning at all. Where the hell am I?
Suddenly, a canine-like face with teeth and yellow glowing eyes seems to manifest out of the shadows and goes straight towards you. And I think we'll roll it.
19.
Okay. They go first with the dirty 20. And before you can even react, it goes straight through you. Initiative is just to see who could go first. So, then you hear laughter from a sexy female voice, whatever that may be to you, coming from all directions in these woods. As the breeze starts up a little bit, it seems to swirl around you gently. Well, it appears I have a new servant.
I don't know who you're talking to, tree lady. I don't serve anyone.
That's what they all say at first. You don't
How
even
about
know
you come
where
down here and show yourself?
You don't even know where
We'll have a
you
little talk.
You don't even know where you are. You don't even know who you are. Who you really are. And that's when, appearing from behind one of the trees, is a large-sized fox that is completely made of shadow. white eyes gleaming at you, snarling at you with white teeth. Almost like a grin.
Finally, something to punch.
They go to sit down. And the foxtail, like, rolls a bit. It's about 10 feet away.
So are you not here to fight me?
Fight you? No, not at all. I'm here to be your friend. Be your greatest ally. To be fuel for your power. That you might even be able to exert the lord of these lands.
Are you talking about a pompous, dead twit named Strahd?
She gets back up on all fours, and she starts to walk away from you a little bit just to do a little U-turn, and she flicks her tail at you and says, perhaps. And she feeds off into the shadows. When suddenly you feel a tail on the underside of your beak, as she is now somehow came from unaware to you from your left and walks right by you.
Okay, lady. That's a neat trick and all, but you were saying something about beating Strahd's face in.
Yes. There are many like you here, but they are under his subjugation. But I sense something different about you, as you feel the paws on the back of your shoulders, and her whispering in your ear. You seem special. Unique. Not like the other pups. Exactly, random cat in my shadow realm. I shall let you out. Poor kitty cat, you do not belong in my dominion.
Elusive
So
were kitten.
Oh,
Oh, so baby.
power word meow.
There you go, folks. And we're live. All right. So
Oh no, the werecat escaped.
went to let him out the one door, and the dog's sitting right outside the door. So anyway, we'll cut back to the rest of you. So Saxton's a rabid dog, essentially. Just going nuts, trying to get to you guys. After a while, panting very heavily, just looking at you all very angrily. If I would have known you all sooner, I could have gave him some medicine that probably could have helped him. But after the first turn, there's nothing I can do.
So because he's turned now, the curse can't be lifted, or is it just it still can, and this is just a one-time thing, or?
I'm gonna have her roll Arcana.
Okay.
Let's see, what's her Arcana? She is proficient. I know that there are some magics that can cure it, but I do not know them. They are not of wizarding kind of magics. No, they're not sorcerers. So I assume they are of holy or even unholy magics.
Would Hemlock know what she's talking about?
Arcana check.
$14.
Let's see what level is the spell. So I think you just made it. Yep. So you know that there is magics that can be used to remove curses.
I know. It's sitting there, staring at me because I didn't pick it up last time I leveled up, and now I'm
Do
mad.
It's gonna be okay. We know Saxon is strong, and not only in the muscles.
I hope you're right.
We'll just stay with him. I don't know if talking to him would help or make it worse.
I'll be in the next room then.
Okay.
Oh, you're leaving. Okay.
She packs up her stuff, like literally all of her stuff. Takes her a while. But she
You
goes into
don't
the
have to
next room.
go. You don't have to move all of your stuff. We don't mind you being here.
No, not at all.
I'll be in the next room.
Okay.
So, Saxton. Kren says to you, well, are you willing to accept my gifts then? Or are you going to fight it? I know some like to fight. But personally, she gets kind of close to you. I kind of want that.
Sorry.
And what's the outcome?
You can draw
either
art
way?
of this later.
No, I'm not going to, but it's creeping me out. I'm fine.
I'm sorry, Saxton. What?
So what happens either way?
Your soul still belongs to me regardless. But if you embrace your gifts, you don't need to worry about loss. No friends or family really matter in the end. What matters is you survive.
Wait,
But if you fight against this, against these wonderful urges I've given you, then it will only bring you misery.
and if I embrace this, it gives me an edge to defeat Strahd.
Oh, this gives you an edge to defeat Strahd, regardless.
So what do you mean loss is if I fight against it?
You will see. And she fades off, and all you see is her eyes and her teeth. She smiles. And both float away, and then both fade off. And you're stuck in the shadowy woods. That's when you notice that you're actually stuck in a circle of trees. My dad loves doing noisy things.
Someone's cutting down the trees.
Apparently. And you notice that you cannot get out of this ring that you're in. Matches the same size of the ring that you initially were put into.
Can I claw at the trees and try to get through?
You attempt to claw at the trees. And as you do, you notice that your talons get splinters in them.
Ugh.
It
All
doesn't
right.
seem to have any effect.
I'll climb the trees.
Meanwhile, back in the real world, the rest of you see that where Saxton is stopped fighting the circle for a bit. Not really looking at you guys, but was looking up and around. Tempted to scratch at the invisible walls.
Good, he's almost got it. proud of you, buddy. I
And
think.
Saxton, as you go to climb the tree, it burns you. It burns you greatly to the point where you barely are able to move one hand up to start climbing up when you lose your grip from the sheer amount of sharp pain going through your digits to the rest of your body. And you land on the ground.
I'd be shaking my hand. Were they on fire or just burned?
You look at your hands and they're like glowing red. Like rope burn kind of thing.
Can't go through, can't go over. Guess I'll try to go under. I'll start digging at the ground.
Give me a strength as you start digging at the dirt.
14.
Okay. Both Hemlock and Tim-Tam and Cardboard Nyhm notice the werewolf start trying to dig through the wood. To dig underneath. You do
It's
anything?
working?
Looks like it's starting to.
I'll... Those spells go through the... Well, yeah, because it's salt and stuff, right?
Esmeralda told you that it's only lichens that can't pass through it. Everything else can.
Okay, I'll try to first of all reduce the size of Saxton because it will deal less damage.
What kind of save is that?
Constitution 17.
Okay. Saxton, give me a con save.
$15.
Okay. You notice as you start digging and you look up, the trees seem to grow in size, but the circle itself widens and seems to give you a little bit more space.
Well, something must be working. I'll keep on digging.
You have disadvantage on strength saving throws right now, and deal 1d4 less damage. And that's right now what I can do.
Okay. Hemlock, were you going to do anything?
Do I think that speak with animals will work? It probably not, right?
No.
Okay. Can I can I cast suggestion on him and say, "Hey, please don't do that."
I mean, you can try.
Okay. You got to make a wisdom saving throw. 16.
Okay, there you go. Excellent.
18.
What was it?
18.
Okay.
All right.
You feel a calm breeze in the wind, and it seems to try to like distract you and try to stop you from trying to dig underneath it. But you are able to shake it off, and you start to continue digging.
Okay, take this one for the dim. I'll throw Tim-Tam inside the circle. And make it like poke Saxton. Well,
Okay.
mini
The
Saxton.
second it goes in there, we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh
Initiative
no.
for oh no, it goes with my initiative, sorry. Well, still it's 10. I mean, I'll throw it over the soul, by the way, not to touch the circle.
Oh, okay.
17.
Okay.
9.
How about Tim-Tam? / Tim-Tam.
10.
Okay. I'll roll for her too, why not?
Yeah, just in case. Yes.
Of course. Okay. So, you throw Tim-Tam in. And what do you want Tim-Tam to do?
Taunt.
Okay.
Like, yeah, just be there.
Saxton. You look up as appearing right in front of you in the shadowy forest is Strahd himself, and says, "You're not going to get very far doing that."
Showed up for your wedding gift already.
Honored to think that you have quite an ego if you think I would be willing to have you as one of my brides. And it's then that he reveals his fangs and he moves towards you.
I'll charge him.
All right, roll to hit.
$18.
Okay.
Just hits.
Currently, your attacks are d6s with the claws.
I mean, yeah, and you have to subtract 1d4.
Does it the D6 get dex or strength bonuses or?
It is strength based.
Okay.
If I remember right. For those at home, we are using Grim Hollow Campaign Setting Guide for the werewolf transformations because it's cool.
Still hit for 3 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
I didn't
that's
say
minus
it's a
the
protector
D4.
cannon.
Was that?
Yeah. Right?
You have to minus 1d4 from that because you're currently shrunk.
Well, I wrote a 6. So it,
Okay. It's
Be-
already with that, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so since you hit with that, as your bonus action, you can either bite, which does a d8, or do another claw attack, which is still d6.
I guess I'll bite Strahd.
Okay. Tim-Tam, the second Tim-Tam gets thrown in and does like a little whistle, nervously like goes to look at you, Tim-Tam, and the second they move their eyes away, Werewolf Saxton lunges at it, rips at it, and then bites at it.
Okay.
So do I need to roll to hit again?
Yes.
Uh, 23.
Yeah, hits.
All right. D8 minus D4 and your strength modifier. Actually, I think I'm going to go strength or dex because it says your unarmed attacks are this. And as a monk, your unarmed attacks are what you're proficient with and are considered finesse for monk.
Okay. So that's the case. And then minus 4 damage.
4 damage total.
Yes.
Okay.
How's Tim-Tam looking?
Oh. Yeah, no, it's still pretty okay. It has like 50 HP. That's crazy.
So you grab onto Strahd, and you do attacks that you normally don't do. You actually scratch at him with your talons, and you actually peck at him with your beak. And he just laughs.
Do I only
And
get the?
He just laughs at you.
Do I get to use my Fury of Blows?
No, because you used your bonus action for the bite.
Okay. So wait, I don't get 2 attacks and a bonus action?
Let's double check here.
Because that's my normal monk thing.
Okay, give me another claw. Because you have 2 attacks for your attack action, right?
Right.
Okay, so give me another claw attack. Which will be a d6 minus d4 because you're shrunk.
Two damage.
Okay.
But the attack?
Oh.
I mean, if it's over an 18, it's okay.
26.
Okay, yeah.
That's when Esmeralda comes out of that room, sword drawn, to see what the heck's going on. And she used her action to open the door, so she doesn't really get to do anything else.
Oh.
And she's more hesitant to do anything at the moment anyway. She's not sure what you were trying to do with your turret. And with that, it is your turn again, Tim-Tam.
Isn't Hemlock before me?
Hemlock got a 9, you got a 10.
Oh, okay. Okay. Don't worry, Esmeralda. I just threw a chew toy so it doesn't break the boards. As Tim-Tam, which is a protector cannon right now. I think it's the second time I turn him into this one. It will cast the temporary HP on himself. Well, I'll order it to do it on himself. And it's 1d8 plus 5. So that's 7. Really? Okay. 7 temporary HP, and I will cast Mend on him, which is... Sorry, because I don't remember. Which cannon? Well, I'll heal it. I'll look how much is it, because I know if I cast Mend on my turret, it's special these some things. But that's my turn. I'll heal it. I'll be checking it out now.
Okay. Then it is Hemlock's turn. Hemlock, you notice at the window right next to you, there is a bat sitting at the window.
A normal bat?
Yeah, just a little vampire bat.
2d6. I heal it.
Can I speak to it through the window?
What do you say to it?
Are you friend or foe?
Tiny little squeaky voice says back, as long as that thing doesn't attack me, friend.
Oh. What are you doing here?
Just hanging around. Mind if I come in?
Tim-Tam, the bat at the window wants to come in. Should I let him in?
To come on what?
The bat at the window. He wants to come in.
Okay, we're kind of busy right now. Can we not? Have a moment like, is he really a bat?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't let you in right now.
Like tomorrow would be perfect to have
Yeah.
bad friends.
Come back in like 8 hours.
Oh, okay. Do you do anything on your turn?
Let me see. I don't
Since
know.
that
I
was a
don't
little
wanna
bit of
kinda...
back and forth, are you fine with me saying that's like your bonus action for that?
Yeah, that could be my bonus action. I don't know. I got. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna summon Kermit. So he's just here. And yeah. He
You want me to fuck him up?
No, not right now, buddy. He's gonna be
You want me to fuck
merciful,
that up?
so he
Points at the bat.
he can no. You can force one creature he can see within 10 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw against the spell save DC, blah 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 blah. If it saves, charmed by me and the Fae for 1 minute. But that's if I tell him to, I guess, do that. That's his bonus action. So I guess he could choose to do that or not. But he's here just getting ready if we need him, I guess.
Okay.
Does Kermit have like a sleep or something?
Does he have a what?
A sleep or
Sleep? Oh no, just charm. He's not.
nah? Anyway,
overpowered.
sleep. It's weird.
Yeah. That's all I got. So.
Okay. On the bat's turn, it flies away. And on Saxton's turn, Strahd is pretty much still right on top of you. And it is then you start hearing other evil creatures outside the trees.
So, just like normal, you can't fight alone, so you had to bring your friends with you.
What can I say? I have a lot of friends, unlike you.
I'm going to punch you now, and I'm not sure when I'm going to stop.
All right.
Wow.
Punch away. You have disadvantage. I forgot to mention that. When you're in the circle, you have disadvantage on attack rolls. I just double-checked the spell.
All right.
So you're getting super debuffed. So you're mini-me and disadvantaged.
Yeah, it's
22 on disadvantage.
no, it hits. Right now, Strahd looks like 6 HP over its max.
Oh, so he looks like he's untouched. I got it.
Yep.
And
So you get 2 claw attacks, and then as your bonus action, you can get 2 more claw attacks, or a single bite, we'll say.
gotcha. Okay, so it'd be 6 damage.
That's
Okay.
Did you minus the D4?
Yep.
Okay. I keep saying that because I'm trying to make sure I remember.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of things.
I always wanted to play a character that had like Bless, Guidance, and Bane, so I just like D4 the crap out of everything. But sorry.
Well,
go
that
ahead.
one's a 14, so
That misses.
all right, I'll use Fear Your Blows.
Strahd pulls out his claws. An epic battle ensues.
22 to hit.
Hits. And now it takes damage.
Weep.
And minus that. Four damage.
Okay.
And I need a deck save.
Oh. No. It's not using my deck, sorry. 18.
It passes.
What'd you try to do?
I tried to knock Strahd in his pompous ass.
So it was like a trip.
We'll do a roundhouse.
Okay, you notice that Werewolf Saxton is actually using some of his monk techniques.
Oh.
All right.
Hey,
And it looks like it really wants to murder Tim-Tam.
Oh.
in there, buddy.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Nat 20.
Okay. But hit.
Alright, D100.
When I need these, I don't get them. When I don't need them, I get them. 33.
33. Tim-Tam isn't really carrying anything, so nothing extra happens. You still do the critical damage.
Oh, that's good then.
Okay, that's a super weird question because I've never found myself in this situation. Does he subtract like 2d4? Or just one? Just one, right?
What are you asking?
It's from the critical damage. Do I roll 2 d4s to reduce it, or do I just remove 1?
Because it's one attack, so it's 1d4, right?
It says it reduces 1d4 on each attack, right?
Yeah.
Then it would
I
be
think.
1d4.
Yeah, okay.
And that would be.
If it would have worded it
13.
really,
Yeah, because it's one attack.
if it would have worded it really weird, like it reduces the damage dice by 1d4, then I would say yeah. But
Let me check, but I'm pretty
That'd be-
sure they.
a really weird way to word it.
Yeah.
It'd be 13 damage, and I need a strength save.
Attacks deal 1d4 less. So it's one attack, so it's 1d4.
Hmm. And then Tim-Tam needs a strength save.
Strength save. 5.
I punch Strahd in the chest and send him flying 15 feet backwards towards the trees.
Okay.
Okay. Tim-Tam gets
Wait.
Spartan kicked out of the circle.
Yeah.
And flies into the nearby wall. Makes a. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll for this random chance. They take an extra 1 bludgeoning damage from the force of being moved like that.
Okay.
And-
So the total damage is
14 total, because it was 13 from the initial attack, and then the push did an extra 1. Yeah, okay, so Tim-Tam actually hits one of the windows, because there are a few windows in the wall, and flies out of the room.
Quick question.
You punch
Did-
Strahd really hard, and he seems to merge with his cloak and merge with shadows, and he goes flying back through the tree line.
Does Tim-Tam fly or scrape against the floor?
I'll say fly.
if it's gone through the window, yeah. If it's scraped against the floor, it wouldn't have flown through the window,
Hmm.
I guess.
And that's how we deal with that.
Esmeralda runs over towards the window and looks out. The two
Yeah.
mongrel folk that are normally at the gate seem to wake up, and they see this happening, and they look very confused, but they're in the distance. One's using the shovel to scratch its head.
Can someone go retrieve my turret, please?
I could go do it.
Is it more than 60 feet away now that it's gone flow through the window?
Actually, no, because you're only on like the second story.
Okay.
60 feet's
Then
really,
it will-
really far away.
Yeah, it will try to come back at its pace.
Okay. Well, it could get back in. Can it operate
No.
doors? That's actually a good question.
When it went flying out, did it like
Small
make the
size.
mini me?
I was thinking more the
I
R2D.
guess.
I was thinking more the R2D2, like
Yeah.
the wow.
Oh, bye, buddy. Okay.
Is Tim-Tam able to open doors?
I mean, it's a small sized. Other than that, it has like a flat D20 on everything it has to roll.
So it doesn't say it
Can I
has
climb the
pre-rehearsal.
wall?
It doesn't
Up
have
the window?
pre-rehearsal hands.
I mean,
Rigid slings.
they ask you if it has like wheels or legs, and mine has legs.
Okay,
but
so-
it's like mantis legs.
So it cannot open the door on its own. So
Okay.
Tim-Tam sits at the
It
door.
It can technically climb, but it's a flat D20.
Do you think Tim-Tam would try to climb up?
If there's like, if the how like flat or it's
I'll say it's like 15-foot climb to the window.
There's like vines and rocks that are like jagged or something. Like it's realistically possible.
Yeah, it's made of. The place is made of stone and stuff. And since you
Then
got
it would try it,
mantis
yeah.
like legs, it could like find little spots to put them.
It could try it, yeah.
Mhm.
Then, if it's like realistically possible, yeah. If not, it would like just sit there or deactivate once. No, because it's still 60 feet. Yeah, it would still be there.
Oh, something we should have kept in mind. I apologize. Saxton, your strength is increased by 2 currently, and your constitution score is increased by 1. But if that brings either of them beyond 16, it maxes out at 16.
Okay.
Give me a roll for Tim-Tam.
Well, I was gonna say what, but it's flat D20, so it doesn't matter. 13.
Slowly but surely, Tim-Tam starts to climb back up. I'm definitely going to say at this point we're out of initiative. Unless you guys wanted to continue acting on.
I do wanna assess the damage on the wooden boards.
Okay, they're pretty scratched up. He actually just almost got through.
Is it more than 1 foot?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot diameter circle that he's in.
Oh,
So
the
scratching
board
at the-
scratching. I mean, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll stay in initiative. Let's go to. Okay, that was Saxton yeeting Tim-Tam. So then,
I will though cast mending on the part of the floor that is more damaged. The 1 foot part that is more damaged.
you are next. So do you want to say you do that in your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn, and Tim-Tam turn needs to climb back up.
Okay. You said you cast mending on that spot?
Yeah.
In order to do that, you would have to get in the circle.
All right, 'cause it's a touch.
And it's a minute cast time. Or no, it's concentration,
Oh,
minute,
yeah.
isn't it? Or is it a minute cast?
No, it's 1 minute touch. Yeah, because I forget that mending outside of my turret, it's not as good.
When you get close enough to the circle, you realize that it looks like Saxton should have been able to actually get through this floorboard quite easily. But it seems like that last little bit they're not able to get through, and you think this is part of the spell.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay, then instead of that, I will.
And Saxton starts lashing out at you. Of course.
I'll just talk to Saxton. You got this, buddy. I know you're in there. You're strong enough. Don't let anyone fool you. This curse or blessing is not stronger than you are.
Oh shit! You hear Esmeralda say she's looking outside.
What?
What?
She gets away from the window immediately. She said, "It's outside. Now, don't look.
Fuck's sake.
Don't look.
Don't look. You'll see you."
It's don't look. Was it the bat? Is he a bat? Is he like a tiny bat?
No, he's a badger.
Look,
He wasn't in a bat.
there was a tiny bat at the window. Okay.
It's really not a good moment.
Maybe we can use your friend.
So what's stopping
Maybe
him?
we can use your friend as bait.
This friend?
I don't-
Oh, that one. As Saxton's still thrashing around in the circle.
No, no.
I don't like that idea at all. No.
Why would you even think that?
He pulls out a wooden
I
stick.
think.
And she
Give me
casts a
that. I
spell.
think.
And she casts a spell on herself. And she just disappears. And then you hear her voice from where she was at and says, "Remember the plan." And the
What
door.
plan, Esmeralda?
Okay, Hemlock. Wait a second.
She
I think
opens
it's
the
my
door to
turn.
the stairs, but you just see the door like open up on its own. And she's still invisible.
Okay, I think it's my turn to be bait. We've all had our moment with Strahd. We've all paid our prices. Make sure Saxton is safe.
No.
What? I'll just
No.
go there, talk to him. He's
No.
reasonable. Everyone is reasonable. Let's buy some hours. It's gonna be okay. Strahd doesn't want me at all.
You hear creaking down the steps, but it's very quiet.
I'll go through
Yeah.
the window.
Well, Gotta be a distraction. Esmeralda wants us to be a distraction, so maybe we should throw Kermit, I'm sorry, outside and 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 see what happens.
Do you do that?
You want me to do what? Let me see.
I'll
I know
go through the window.
I know we said they have wings, but they technically don't have fly speed, so he's just standing there with very wing.
Ah.
They're cosmetic.
Okay, I feel
Got him at
Strahd is the
BVS.
one supposed to be killing people.
okay.
Got
Okay, but it
him at
says
BVS.
the fake. It says the fake can magically transport up to 30 feet. Stop looking. The 30 feet. You can see it, and then one of the following effects occurs. So I could face step down by Strahd and then try. It's not gonna work. But charm Strahd or just like play with his hair or whatever.
Okay. So do you do that?
Is that okay, Tim-Tam?
We can try.
Okay.
Let- Let's not make him angry.
Well,
like
I'll
this
I'll
too.
just Kermit, you gotta be nice, okay? Don't
Okay. I'll fuck him up nicely.
Okay, so I just imagined Kermit like really small. And so, so I like
He's
pick
like
him
cat
up
size.
and
Or, even smaller than that. Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Like I pick him up, and
Okay.
I just like look out the window and I'm like, okay, so
You don't
it's
see
less than
Strahd
30 feet
out
down,
there.
right?
Yeah, it's like
I
15
don't?
feet. Nope. You hear down below.
Kermit, go look.
You hear down below the abbot on the floor right below you guys say, "Welcome, Strahd. I have something to show you." "How do you? Is the bride finished?" "Almost. But I think you'll like what I have so far." Where you're just like,
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
what do you guys
I'll
do?
go downstairs, like purposely being a little clumsy, like looking for Tim-Tam, and Tim-Tam being clumsy, looking for me, like purposely. But
As a reaction to him doing that, I use warding bond.
Okay. You go downstairs, and as you go downstairs, you see Strahd sitting there, at the table with the abbot, patiently, not aggressive at all, and with him are two other people. One is wearing a nice white dress and is a bachelor. The other one appears to be a Mapach, but both of them are definitely zombies of some kind. The one in the
it's
white
game with
dress
Strahd.
you immediately recognize as Irina.
Oh,
And she's sitting right next to Strahd. But neither of them have eye contact with each other at all. And she's just kind of like in the seat. But she moves every once in a while. And Strahd turns around and says, Tim-Tam! Long time no see.
Hi there.
You dropped your friend out there.
Yeah,
And then-
clumsy me, you know. This
Tim-Tam-
invention never.
Tim-Tam like rolls around the table or walks around the table.
They never go as planned. You can never rely on magic to do a bird's work, you know.
The abbot looks at you very
So-
perplexed. Or at least as
What
close
brought
to
you
that as
here?
possible. He's just kind of staring at you.
Yeah.
And he says, "Excuse me. Please make yourself at home." "Oh, but I will." And the abbot goes to leave the room.
So what have you been up to?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Still would be up
Yeah.
for making some contraptions for my castle. I see that you've made quite a few for your friends here. Those goggles for Nyhm seem to be very useful.
Yeah, it's pretty dark around here, almost all the time. Which I guess it adds to the coziness of this
Hmm.
your realm. But my friend
Come sit. I won't
had
bite.
a hard time. Oh, sure, absolutely, yeah. Let's.
I made a
I
deal with
mean,
Saxton.
last time,
You don't need
yeah,
to
last
worry. I
time
won't
we
harm you.
met, we left on a rush. We're still working on that, by the way. Damn hags are super elusive. I'm trying to
Mm.
work on a plan to make sure. Because, okay, let's talk about that. I don't want to bore you, so you can stop me anytime you
No.
want. But
No, I love a conversation.
we're having real trouble because we fought them at least twice, if not 3 times, and
Mhm.
every time we're really close to kill them, they banish, probably like invisibility spell. I don't know. So we're having like really hard time dealing that last blow on them, and it bugs me. It bugs me every day. Do you have any recommendations, tips?
I'm gonna have Strahd roll an Arcana check, which he is proficient in.
Of course, yes.
Well, actually, I need to pull it up so I just make sure I have it correct. I might have rolled over 30.
Wow. I don't want to
Um,
like him.
well, they have special equipment with them, magic items that they crafted themselves that allow them to do these special abilities. Much like
Oh.
my horse, now that I think about it. Look for a they have black gems in their possession. They're called heartstones, and it allows them to become ethereal, and they travel to the ethereal plane where ghosts are.
Oh, that explains so much. If it's
I'd suggest stealing them, but stealing it from all three, that'd be pretty tricky.
okay, that may be stepping too much out of my craft zone, but these soul stones sound really powerful. How does one make one?
Oh,
It's
only they can make it, from what I know.
uh
Seems to be some special bond with them. I've been trying to make one for a while now. It'd be pretty useful. Might be a way of me
right?
getting to travel a little bit.
Lucky them, because I wish I could make some of that.
Okay, so I could actually roleplay this chit chat for a while, but
Yeah,
I just
no,
want to.
absolutely.
So Hemlock, what are you doing? Tim-Tam goes downstairs and you hear him like having a conversation, barely over top of Saxton scratching.
Did you get my DM?
Oh yeah.
Can I do that?
Interesting. And Tim-Tam, you notice right next to you is Kermit.
So
A new friend of yours.
well, you remember Hemlock, right?
Well, of course.
Well, she's getting like super powerful.
Oh,
Well,
good.
powerful is a strong word, but she's like trying like these new spells.
Oh, I could teach her a few spells. I don't know why she was. Well, you're her friends, so I can see why she wanted to find you.
Well,
But I'm surprised she hasn't come back home.
It's complicated. We all have forged like kind of bond that I guess only your domains can make between some people, because let's face it, this is a little rough on people. So yeah, but it's really hard to know what's going on the mind of a mammal, you know. Well, you're a mammal, but you got me.
It's just
Or you
then
were.
that the other zombie, the one that is in Irina, their head just goes thunk on the table. And Strahd was actually like fully engaged in conversation and stuff. And he looks over to the zombie. and he backhands it. And the chair goes back onto the floor, and the head goes flying. Lands on the ground. So rude. Middle conversation. Sorry, as you were saying. And the zombie, like, without its head, gets up. And starts stumbling around. Not sure where to go.
Someday you have to tell me how you do that kind of stuff. I'm really bad at fleshcraft.
Oh, it's actually a trick I learned a few centuries ago. I was actually wondering, so, this little frog, did you summon that?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I should roll damage for that backhand. You know, he might just kill it outright. No, he didn't. Okay.
So Kermit, what are you doing here?
What?
Can't do Kermit voice right now.
Hello, greetings. I am Kermit from Mother Russia.
Hello, greetings. I am Kermit. I am here to protect. That's Ollie.
Oh yeah, no, we're here. Like it's a chill. What time is it? It's dinner, I guess. Dinner, I guess.
It's time to eat.
No, it's not dinner time yet.
I mean, you're making sure no dire wolves are attacking the abbey, right?
Oh, this abbey.
Is that what you want me to say?
I just want us to like have like a pleasant conversation without anyone bothering us.
I'm not bothering you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're not bothering me at all. I'm just worried that if you're here, you're not protecting the place.
Kermit, was it?
Yes.
Would you like some tea? The abbot left some. You're gonna roll for it?
It's a freaking fae, right? Is it a fae?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course it rolled for it.
Strahd just like... So anyway...
Kermit sits on him,
Kermit,
on Tim-Tam's shoulder.
Kermit's like on watch. Give me a perception roll for Kermit.
Cool. What's Kermit's perception? Perception is wisdom. He's stupid. 11.
Okay. You don't... He does not see Strahd doing anything suspicious or anything. He's just literally sitting there giving the idle conversation. He actually does hear the abbot coming back. And it looks like his whole neck just went like... And the abbot is back with Vasilka. Hey, you hands off, she's my girlfriend.
Oh. Sorry. We're having too much fun with the Kermit puppet. Sorry.
And the abbot says, so here is what I have. And he lifts the veil and see the normal stuff, doesn't have a face or anything on it. And Strahd gives it a good look over. And then he looks at Irina and says, Irina, what do you think? And she's just like... Yeah,
I'll tough her out.
Yeah, I agree. Should start over from scratch with fresh reports. Miserable. Looks hideous. Then there's silence in the room. Oh, you just came
Tim-Tam,
back.
shit's about to go down.
Meanwhile, upstairs. No one sees this, so this is like a outside narrative view. A headless zombie stumbled up the stairs while no one was looking, and it's still looking for its head, and its hand brushes the circle. Saxton.
Hemlock doesn't see that?
Oh, okay. Hemlock is still upstairs. Hemlock. Meanwhile, while you're upstairs, give away my plan. Headless zombie comes up the stairs. And it looks like it's looking for its its better part.
I could say I was downstairs if you don't want me to ruin your whole plan.
No, you're upstairs.
Okay. I still have to be 90 feet from Kermit, so whatever. If that's still upstairs, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, 90
it's a
feet's
lot.
90 feet's a huge range. We're in a building.
Okay, just making sure.
Do you do anything to like,
hello-
stop the zombie or anything?
I stop the zombie. I like touch its shoulders and like keep it in place.
Okay, you do that, and it like swipes at you.
Oh,
Does a 16 hit?
yeah.
Okay, you get scratched for 4 slashing damage.
Ow! That was rude. Do I have anything? I can't turn undead, right? Because I'm not a cleric, so
Right.
it doesn't. Okay.
Or a paladin.
Or a paladin.
Sorry, paladin representation.
As someone who's plays paladin, and you also play paladin, I understand.
Yeah.
Tingel the divinity in the house.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I just like I push it. I
All right.
push it back.
All right, give me an attack roll with strength. And the zombie has an opposing athletics or acrobatics check at disadvantage because it's blind.
Is unarmed strike or just
Yeah, it's
strength?
it's just
Okay.
strength because you're not proficient with unarmed, so it's the same regardless.
Okay. Well, my unarmed strength is +5 and my strength is +1, so I guess 13.
13. I got 12. So
Oh.
you actually are like fighting off this thing, and it's a bit of a struggle. And then you like push it away, and as you push it away, one of its legs hits the step down below, and it falls down the stairs.
Oh.
Tim-Tam, your conversation is rudely abrupted as the zombie falls down the stairs, and you hear horrible snapping noises on everything it hits as it rolls down, and the body just lays there lifelessly.
That's what I'm not a big fan of the flesh.
You notice the head?
construct.
You notice the head of it that was on the wall. It was going like, but the second the body like stopped moving, the head went to a corpse once
Oh.
more.
Do you want
Strahd-
me to like stitch it back or help you with it?
Strahd looks at it and just shakes his head. Goes, hmm? What did you say? I'm sorry.
I mean, if you want me to like help you stitch it back together, or maybe we can make like a harder iron frame, so its head doesn't fall as easy. Because you know, Tim-Tam, it's not like a super strong. Because I guess Tim-Tam is like right here already. Tim-Tam, it's not like super strong, but at least it holds together pretty well. Because
He's like, and the abbot was like disappointed, but didn't like super show it, just kind of like a blank stare. And the abbot goes,
I don't know how much I can pull it off.
And Kermit goes, apparently.
Okay, the Fae are not allowed to listen to this. Don't get ideas.
What?
I'm joking. I love you. I love you, Kermit.
I love you too, Tim-Tam.
So, Strahd, what brought you here? What are your plans? I mean, your plans, like your wedding plans, because I didn't know about that.
It is then that he is suddenly like, ah, and you just see this wooden stake get stabbed right into his heart, and it appears out of nowhere, and he like goes
shit.
to get up, and he's like, as we roll initiative.
What the fuck?
I take off karma.
Do I roll or?
Sure. Sorry, you're kind of out of it for most of this.
10. D&D Beyond doesn't love me today, which is fair because it has loved me a lot.
Yeah, it needs a break.
18
Yeah.
from the Wolf in the Bubble.
Wolf in the Bubble. That'd make a great band name for some reason. I don't know. Just feels like a good band name. Like progressive rock or something. What did Hemlock get?
21.
Oh, that's all. Okay. Hemlock, you
I
were
rolled 19.
you were the first to act.
Do I hear the shout?
Yeah, it actually happened within seconds of the dead body falling down the stairs. When I think about it.
Oh,
It was Strahd.
maybe that wasn't a good
It's
idea.
definitely Strahd's voice.
Oh, maybe it was a good idea. I don't want to leave Saxton. But Tim-Tam might need my help. Kermit's got it. Hemlock will stay with Saxton
Okay.
for now. But Kermit will let me go find it because I keep getting out of it.
Oh, yeah. I should probably roll damage for that.
Yeah.
Max damage, sweet.
Whoa.
That matches with this stake in the heart, though.
In the heart, and you're to blame.
You. Camera zooms in on Strahd's face as he looks at it. You give love a bad name. Then zooms back out. It's like, ah!
You give Kerns.
Okay. So Kermit will look at Tim-Tam and say, should I do it?
Should I fuck him up?
Should I fuck him up?
Tim-Tam looked visibly confused and shocked, and for some reason, because he was trying to like be actually like Tim-Tam is like shocked and freezed and doesn't know what to do.
You can say you're surprised in this first round if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say Kermit isn't just because they were like on watch the whole time.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to
So I mean, you can see visibly like, you know, the math lady gif. So that's Tim-Tam right now, like trying to assess like the situation, trying to know if he should like do something or not, because it's kind of dangerous because it's freaking Strahd.
Well, Kermit's going to try to hit Strahd. So we'll see with Kermit. I'm actually can I use the bonus action first?
Yeah,
Like
sure.
if I were okay. So Kermit's going to do a phase step and try to force the abbot to make a saving throw.
The added?
A wisdom saving. Yeah.
Let me get his stuff. Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
19.
All right, he saves, so it doesn't matter. And then Kermit will attack with a short sword. I'm gonna put him on my
Attack
other hand.
Strahd.
Yeah,
Okay. Gonna fuck him up.
gonna fuck him up. Let's see. Come on, it's Kermit. Oh. Spam. Attack modifier. So it would be a 21 to hit, Strahd.
21
I don't know
hits.
if that hits.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh shit.
Nat 20?
No.
Because I know you're rolling damage. But
What does the spell's level piercing damage mean?
What level did you cast it at?
5th level.
So, does 5 piercing damage? Does it have like a damage
Alright.
dice at all?
No, it says to hit it's 1d6 plus 3 plus the spell's level piercing damage plus 1d6 force damage.
Okay, so it's 1d6 plus 5 since you cast it at 5th level.
Okay.
The 5 is the piercing and the d6 is the force.
Okay.
Is that attack considered magical?
I don't know. It's a fae, so would it?
It would
Be
say
considered?
in the stat thing if the weapon's magical or not.
I guess not then.
Okay. How much force damage on
it's-
top of that?
Okay, so it was 14 regular damage and 4 force damage.
Wait, 14 regular damage?
Yeah, because it's 1d6 plus 3 plus the spell's level piercing damage plus 1d6 force damage.
Oh, okay. So quick math, and then 4 force damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I get another attack.
Okay. We'll figure this out eventually.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does.
Wow. Okay, Kermit. I'm gonna fuck him up. Ooh. 4 plus 3 plus 5. 12 regular damage and 3 force damage. So 15 in all.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's all Kermit can do.
Okay. After Kermit immediately attacks, Strahd's pissed. He stands up, and that takes half his move. The stake slides out of his chest and falls to the ground. The wound that he just took immediately heals up, and most of the cut wounds heal up completely. And he reaches for Kermit.
Ah!
That one.
Ah!
Metal dice of doom, you have failed me.
No, They serve me now.
Meanwhile, up in the balcony, all you hear is, oh!
Okay, well, let me double check things. What is he wielding? He's not using his sword. Like, in his pictures and stuff, he has a sword, but he never uses it. That's kind of weird. So I guess nothing else happens. He just misses with that attack.
Yeah. Okay.
So I like to think this is like him stumbling from the stake in the heart, getting up, and he's kind of, and he doesn't, but then he goes to reach with his other hand, grab it. Okay, that's better. 21 to hit.
To hit Kermit, let me see. So yeah, because he only has 17 armor class. So yeah.
He grabs him by the throat and holds him in the air. He's currently grappled.
No.
He's not taken any damage yet, but he's grappled.
Mm-hmm.
After Strahd is the abbot's turn. And the abbot oh wait, can the abbot see her? No, he can't. He pulls out a mace. And I think he's going to spend his turn rolling a perception check to see where the heck this invisible assassin is. And then after him, Irina gets up to protect her master. And while Kermit is grappled, she claws and bites at him. So she doesn't have advantage on it. His movement's just 0 at the moment. So she gets 2 claw attacks and a bite attack.
Rude.
Does a 13?
No.
Nat 20 for a claw.
2
nat 20s for the claws. So
I'm sorry, Kermit.
takes 8 slashing damage right off the bat, and I'm gonna roll on the crit chart. I was like, I know these dice are gonna like kick themselves for that nat 1 for Strahd. So I guess that's their way of making up for it. So the first claw was a 41 on the chart. She scratches at his ears, I guess, making him be deafened.
Ears.
I don't know. And then, okay, not 8 damage.
Oh, okay.
They deal the maximum amount of damage possible. So, oh yeah, no, I'm.
It was 8, and then the other attack would be max amount of damage possible.
Yeah. So that would be a total of 22 slashing damage.
Okay. I'm still up, but just...
Who else is in here? Vasilka freaks the fuck out and just starts swinging around blindly at random areas. She can tell something's wrong. So she's gonna swing at disadvantage in one direction, swing at disadvantage in another direction.
Who's that?
The bride.
The corpse bride.
Okay.
And it seems to be a sheer panic. Then, as invisible as a ghost, you hear Tim-Tam, Esmeralda being like, "Take this, you son of a bitch." And she starts attacking Strahd. While invisible. So she has advantage on attacks because he can't see her. Still misses with the first one. Ooh, that one hits. And then her last attack. Only one hit. So, okay. After her, we go upstairs. And Saxton, you've been sitting in this grove for what feels like an eternity. No matter what you do, you can't seem to get out of it. You try to dig, and it doesn't go anywhere. You try to climb trees. They either cut you up or burn you. And so you're just sitting there. Give me a wisdom saving throw. If Saxton's still there.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. Kren appears in the circle and says, I can let you out.
Well, why didn't you let me out before when I could have pursued Strahd and put him down?
Because that was your fight, not mine. I wanted to see how it played out, to be honest. Do you accept my blessing?
If it had helped me defeat him, yes.
Excellent. And that's when you feel a breeze. Hemlock, you're upstairs.
I am.
Coming through the window is a gust of wind. And it blows away part of the circle.
No. I try to.
Saxton,
I
the trees disappear from you. And you can see your vision comes back to normal. So you're back in the real world, your vision is. And you see Hemlock in the room, and she's looking at you, probably very scared. And you look down and you see the squares. Or not the square, we're not in Minecraft. The circle's gone.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
And you can hear fighting going on downstairs. And your urge to kill is very high, and you can smell Strahd downstairs. You know it's Strahd down there. What do you do?
Do I have any of my faculties about me?
Yeah, all of them. When you look down, you notice that you are a wolf. A bipedal wolf, but a wolf.
Oh. Start by looking around at myself and down at Hemlock. Am I able to speak at all?
It actually has something for that. Let's see. Okay, your ability to speak is reduced to short, basic guttural responses.
Can he speak with
Strahd.
me though? Like through speak with animals?
Saxton, you're able to understand her in two somehow, and she seems to be speaking two languages at once, and you understand both of them. You seem to be like half in control of yourself. The other half of you really wants to kill her.
would lean out and sniff at her.
Fresh meat. Smells delicious. But you know
But-
she's a friend. The part of you that your sentient half is able to suppress your bestial side for now.
What smells stronger, her or Strahd?
Her. So mechanically, here's what you get with the Grim Hollow campaign guide, Lycanthropes. They get innate claw and bite attacks. They have different levels of the transformation. So the more you embrace it, the higher levels you get in that. So we're at level 1 right now. So you can only turn into hybrid form. You can't turn into a wolf just yet. And right now, since you didn't make that wisdom saving throw, you are stuck in hybrid form until sunrise. Your stats remain the same. You can't cast spells or concentrate on spells. Your ability to speak is reduced to a short basic guttural response. Your armor is equal to 10 plus your con plus your dex mods, which, ironically enough, keeps it the same as what it was before, 16. Your weapons and armor merge with you or not, that's up to you. It says it's up to me, but I'll leave that up to you. But if you don't merge with, you're not really wearing armor, so I guess it wouldn't be too big of an issue. You can still use weapons as normal. You don't have to use your claw attacks. But when you make an attack action as a bonus action, you can either do an additional claw attack or bite attack, but as a monk, you're better off using just flurry of blows.
And
But
it's
the
been a while since I fought Tim-Tam, so I'm no longer reduced, am I?
Tim-Tam, were you still concentrating on that? I was
It's
probably
1
only a
minute.
minute.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
So
it's
you're
gone.
not reduced anymore. But here's the most important thing for your transformation. You have the current flaw while transformed, lust for the hunt. The savage nature of your curse sometimes causes you to lose control, and you have ferocious tendencies on this form. You must move towards the closest non-player creature that you can see, smell, or hear, prioritizing helpless creatures over everything else. If you end your movement and there's no non-player creature within 5 feet of you, then you must use your action to dash towards one. And if they are within 5 feet of you, you must make a melee attack against it. If you attack it with your attack action and it's still alive after your attack action, you must use your bonus action for the bite or claw attack. So pretty much it forces you to attack non-player characters. So you smell a lot of non-player characters downstairs.
Then I would head downstairs.
Okay. You smell that lady, that Esmeralda. You're actually able to pinpoint what square she's in, so to speak. 5 foot by 5 foot area. You would have disadvantage on the attacks, but you can attack her. Strahd's there. Kermit is there, currently being grappled by Strahd. The abbot is there, and the corpse bride is there, Vasilka. And Tim-Tam is there, and Tim-Tam's there. So there's a lot of people down here. Oh,
So
and a zombie Irina, I think about it.
How much of my movement would it take to get downstairs?
30.
Okay.
That last bit of movement that you have left, you can get to anybody you want in the room right now.
You just want to roll dice and I'll attack whoever?
I'll say because you have that innate hatred for Strahd, you probably would go after him first.
In that case, I'll charge Strahd.
Okay.
So what it does, hit with my normal unarmed strike attacks?
Yep. They now do slashing damage if they didn't before. I think they already do as a Strig, so. Not much actually has
well,
really
mine
changed.
did bludgeoning damage.
Oh, then it's now slashing. As if that really matters.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
I would hit Strahd with 7 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, the fist comes in. 27.
27 hits.
6 damage.
Okay. Yeah, no, never mind. Go ahead.
I'd go it full all in with a Fury.
Okay.
24 to hit.
That hits. Oh, hey, Phoenix.
7 damage and need a Dex saving.
Okay. The group is at the Abbey of St. Markovia, and a lot of stuff has gone down. Esmeralda attacked Strahd while Strahd was visiting the abbot. And now the abbot, the corpse bride that he made, Strahd, one of his zombies, are all having this big fight along with the players on here. So Dex save would be you rolled pretty low, so 22.
Yeah, that passes.
Okay.
24 to hit.
That also hits.
Alright, and 9 damage.
Okay.
Now on that one, would I be able to like pounce grapple him?
No, not yet. I think that's something you get if you level up your lycanthropy.
Alright, then I need a strength save from him.
Okay. Ooh, he chooses to succeed.
Alright, that would be my turn then.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Strahd uses a legendary action to bite Kermit.
No.
Let's see. 19 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Take 7 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage. And Kermit's maximum hit points are reduced by 10.
Okay. All right.
Is Kermit still up?
So tell me again, 7 and then 10.
Yep.
So 51 minus 10. Yep, he's still up.
Okay. After Saxton's turn, we go all the way to initiative 10. Tim-Tam.
Okay. Strahd looks pretty okay, right?
He looks untouched. Saxton clawed the crap out of him, and the second those wounds opened up, they immediately healed.
Tim-Tam will he'll not will give. Wait a second. Where's Tim-Tam? Here. Will give Strahd 10 temporary HP. And I will cast haste on Strahd.
Okay.
As I say, leave this place and be safe. I guess that's one less I owe you.
That's actually super perfect, because I was going to end at the end of your turn. So I think Strahd will give you a smirk and look up at you. And he moves supernatural speed with Kermit.
No!
What?
Okay, but it's 90. If he goes 90 feet away, Kermit like disappears,
Yeah,
right?
he can't ungrapple his legendary
Okay.
actions, so that's why I'm saying you're taking him with him.
Okay,
But
yeah.
he moves like
So-
a blur. He's just like, especially because you cast haste on him. That doubles his movement, or is that
Yeah.
okay? So let me double check. He does not provoke attacks of opportunity when he does this.
Let me check haste.
Yeah, he's not 90 feet away yet.
Speed is doubled, plus 2 AC, an advantage on dex saves, an additional action.
And
Why?
that is definitely where we'll end it for the night. Can't wait to tell Saege we stopped in mid-combat again.
I mean, it's
Ooh-wee.
not the moment to fight Strahd. Like, not in this situation.
He took Kermit with him, and I just looked at the spell, and he only disappears when he goes down to 0 hit points or in the spell ends. So it doesn't
So,
even matter that he goes 90
Saxton
feet
is
away.
out of it. You are upstairs. Nyhm it's like on its own
Oh
world.
yeah, I forgot
And
he healed from
Strahd-
drinking the blood too. My bad.
And Strahd is not taking any damage, so it's not the moment to fight him. The plan failed. I'll wanna at least seem neutral to him.
I'm gonna
I d-
write a
I-
note to myself real quick that says
I did the
under
math.
concentration.
Would
I
he
did the
even know it
math.
was me?
Huh? What?
Would he even know it was I?
You don't look like yourself,
You
so
do
I
not
don't
look like
count you
yourself
at
at all.
you.
Actually,
I don't
no.
look-
Your tuft
yeah.
of fur on your chest still looks like the shape of Australia.
So I know it's him.
And
but,
you're still
I
wearing
mean,
your pants. You're still wearing your same pants. You're kind of like Hulk
I
that way,
cannot
where you get
feel.
these convenient pants that never tear.
Oh, no want demonetization.
Pretty much. So plugs. We'll start with Tim-Tam. Tim-Tam, you got any plugs?
I am an artist. Check out my Twitter and my Patreon. Other than that, I don't know. I'm still like shocked about what happened today. So I don't know. Commission Scotty and Callie. They are amazing artists. They work really well. I've commissioned both of them, and I couldn't be happier with the results. I really encourage you to do that.
Oh, thank you.
You're cool.
So our
You're cool.
I was gonna say it as a joke, but I guess
Other than that, I don't know. Follow Strahd or something. I don't know. Fuck that guy.
our resident furry, Saxton. I say that as a joke, but you're also actually, so it's not that bad.
Yeah,
we
we
all, when it comes down to it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Really
So
though.
that's a line that's been blurred many times.
Do you got any plugs?
But not that I can think of. Just hope you enjoyed this week's episode and join us next time with Saxton. How?
You've been waiting to do that one for a while, probably, right?
I know what you're talking about. Move on.
It's probably too late for it. I don't know if you have an inspiration point, but you can get one if you don't have one.
It's like the 10th stacked inspiration point.
It's going to be like a
No,
katana.
that-
It's
that
like
was
folded
when we were
900
at-
times over.
That's when we were in Avernus. I just had the clicker for inspiration points.
Damascus inspiration point.
I'd like to cash these all in, please, and get the whistle.
I wish I had the slight tangent. I think 2018 they had like a Descent into Avernus convention Wizards of the Coast did. And they gave their players each a little soul coin. And I'd really like to have those and also to play with you guys in real life, but that's not possible for multiple reasons. But when you guys get an inspiration point, I'd be like, boop, there you go, inspiration point. Even when we're not
It's
doing
like
happiness.
Inspiration points are like the tickets that you get at arcades. You remember arcades, the places that you could actually go to with large amounts of people
Oh yeah, I
back in
remember
before
those.
times.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
save
we're
up all
old.
your save up all your inspiration coupons, and get a piece of Tootsie Roll or something.
You get a Strahd
Gotcha.
doll,
9,000 coupons for a Strahd whistle.
Speaking of Strahd dolls, let's
I
go.
still have that.
Let's go over to
Forgot I
Hemlock.
did.
Hemlock.
Hi. I'm Callie, and you can find me at Callie on Twitter. I do have commissions open. But there are my regular commissions that you can find pinned as a pinned tweet on my profile page or whatever the hell it's called, and you can commission me and help me out. My next game is Friday for Retroverse on this channel at 7:30. Vaccine. Scotty, I, and Lluis are there.
where everything is fine.
Everything is fine. I don't even remember what was happening last
Sammy
time.
left.
But Sammy left. Yeah.
And the Sidelight are about to kill the universe. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's not Strahd, right?
Right.
Right. My character, one of my characters, because I played two characters, one of them is kind of a bad guy, or she seems like a bad guy. I guess if you betray your friends, you're a bad guy. But yeah, you should check it out.
So.
I would say so. I created trust issues where there really shouldn't have been any. And I feel bad about it.
That's a way to say it, yeah.
And with that,
that's it for me.
Trust issues with half of the world.
and with that, I thank you all for watching. And you can check out the playlists for previous VODs for this campaign and all other campaigns that go on this Twitch channel down below. And we'll see you all next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.